Hey guys, this is Brian Birds reaching out to go over the Dotloop Messenger class that I had earlier, just in a narrower format. So we're going to be talking about how to use Dotloop Messenger on your phone to text message clients their contracts. So just to get started, guys, we're going to open up a Dotloop document. I have 1, 2, 3 test loop here. I'm going to go ahead and open up a contract. Once I open up that contract, I'm going to type in and create a new client for this contract, okay? So I'm going to add in a buyer. Click on autofill. I'm going to click on buyer 1, add this person, and I'm going to call this person Dotloop test. All right, so we're going to put Dotloop test. I'm going to click that over. I'm going to make the email just for test purposes. I'm going to call it Brian plus Dotloop test at brianbirds.com. And then I'm going to add in a phone number. Actually, I'm going to leave the phone number so I can show you how to do that. I'm going to click add this person. And it go ahead and will create that individual in the system. This would be if I was filling out all the details of this autofill to update the contract and put it out to play. And hold on 2 seconds while I put this together. All right, so now I have Dotloop test as my buyer 1 in this transaction. I'm going to click on autofill. Remember, you would fill out all this information, obviously, if you were filling out a contract. Now it's ready to go. I'm going to override it. Ready to go. So now I have this document. I'm going to press save and move out to the main screen. From there, I'm going to go ahead and open up my Dotloop screen, okay? So this is just simply Dotloop, okay? Now if you'll notice at the bottom here, I have a Dotloop Messenger. I'm not gonna use that right now. So right there you have Dotloop Messenger. I'm just gonna go into my account and click on this 1, 2, 3 test loop. Now I have my document here. I'm gonna click on people. Once I click on people, it's gonna bring up my entire set. And if you'll notice, it has Dotloop test right here. Now I'm gonna click on new message. Once I do that, it's going to open up and have the people that are in the Dotloop message. So remember, I have Dotloop test here. That's the person that I'm going to be sending to. And if you'll notice, because I didn't add a phone number at the beginning, I can choose from contacts. I can enter a phone number, or I can select it via email. In this case, I'm going to enter a phone number, and I'm going to use my cell phone, 6989. Press OK. And now I've created that Dotloop Messenger, okay? And if you'll notice, it's right here. I could also add a few other people on here if I wanted to. In this case, I'm just gonna send this. I'm gonna press next. And once I do that, it's gonna open this message. Now, I've already done this class once, so that's why there's already some information here. But basically what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna send a message. And because I'm texting this to myself, you'll notice at the top it pops up and brings up in a message. So this is popping up into their standard text messaging. And then I'm allowed to send a document. So I'm going to click on this little attachment method here. And I'm going to go to my 1, 2, 3 test loop. And then once I do that, I'm going to go ahead and select that 1 to 4 family contract at the bottom. And I'm going to press next. And once I do that, it's going to bring up the information. Now, I'm going to select that this is a buyer and all the information, and I'm going to press next. I've already added in the email, but I'm going to change it to that one that I just had. Because like I said, I did this class earlier. So I'm going to call this Dotloop test. Okay. And once I do that, I'm going to press next. And I'm going to press the permission to sign. And once I click on share, this will now text and email over that client, okay? And if you'll notice, it pops up once again in my text messages. If I were to select it here, then that would now open up and notify me here that I've opened it, and then if I sign it, it will also tell me that as well. So once I open that up, it brings up Dotloop Messenger and allows me to sign it. I can sign directly from there. Really quick, really easy, and a best way to show the client a quick and easy way to actually sign this document. But once I do that here on Dotloop Messenger, if you'll notice, it actually gives that notification that everything is going up, okay? So it will let me go ahead and look at that document and open it up on a regular basis for everything else. But the benefit here is now I've shared it via text message, and if you'll notice, I also sent it via email. So if I refresh my email here, I actually called it Dotloop Demo, so I don't know if it's going to pop up here. So let's just do a quick search and see what it looks like, because it not only did it text, it also emailed the document over to my client as well in order for them to get two resources and be able to see it in its entirety. So let's see if Gmail will play right with me here. All right, so I'm going to look up, and I'm going to look it up as test, because that was what I actually searched it for. So I'm going to put in here Brian plus Dotloop test at brianbirds.com. Let's see if it pops up. Promise normally my email is a little faster than that, and there it is right there. So this came through and looked just like this. So this is normally how Dotloop pops up in my email anyways if I were to share it out. But I've also text messaged that out too, and I've also found it here. Now, one extra benefit of using Dotloop Messenger is once you start the conversation on your phone, you can also go back to your main loops and be able to click right here. I apologize, guys. So right here, and when I click on that message, it brings up the actual detail of that right here. So now I can continue that conversation from here. I can look and see if they've opened it, if they've signed it, and everything from inside the web platform. Now the one thing is I cannot attach in the web platform. I can only continue the message from here. So one thing that I want you to kind of take into perspective is that it's a great resource, but it does require that you use your online app or your iPhone app or Android app, because you cannot do it from anywhere else from that. So guys, really quick resource to be able to add in just a little extra layer of helping out your clients. And once again, if you need any personal attention one-on-one on how to do this, I'd be happy to set up. So feel free to contact me. And once again, guys, thanks for tuning in and have a great day.